Want to know the real reason why Netflix has dropped Meghan Markle and Prince Harry? Well, it might have something to do with Meg's failing brand as ever. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because do you guys want to know the real reason why Netflix has dropped Megxi and Hazza? Now, it might have something to do with Megx's failing brand as ever. Now, here's the article in question from The Sun. Here's the headline: Deal canned. Prince Harry and Meghan's £100 million deal with Netflix scrapped in huge loss of revenue for the couple. And lower down in the article, this is something that caught my eye. Did it catch your guys' eye? The source that the Sun was speaking to said this little tidbit: Netflix execs are well aware Meghan's priority now is her own brand, and they won't play second fiddle to that. Okay. So, think about it. As a partner, Netflix can't be happy with how Meg's brand is going when you have headlines like these. This is from the Daily Mail Plus site exclusive: how Meghan Markle is risking her as ever brand as tone shifts from poetic to purely transactional. In other words, a brand's fake, it's a grift, we're not falling for it kind of thing. Here's another article, but from just the normal, non-paying Daily Mail site. Exclusive: Meghan Markle's new $30 as ever rosé wine has finally arrived. Here's the acidic truth about how it really tastes. They said their first sip left a lot to be desired. It didn't taste like much. They couldn't easily detect the notes of stone fruit. It tasted quite bland. It was quite acidic, really strong alcoholic wine. They then talk about her raspberry spread, saying that it was too thin, sweet, and very runny. They then talk about her apricot version. They said it was liquidy and runny, likened by their testers to baby food, resembled caramel sauce rather than apricot spread. They said that it was absolutely wet and sugary. You have this article here: Meghan Markle blow after as ever jam gets a scathing forward review by a narcissist expert. Yeah, I think we can imagine that this expert is probably not a fan of Meg's spread there. And here's another article, and this one went really viral. You got jam expert Donna Collins trashing Meg's as ever apricot spread, saying, quote, "There's no excuse for this." And so, with Megxi focusing all her attention on a failing brand rather than making more content for Netflix, which is what Netflix initially paid her for, that $100 million, right? Could this be the alleged reason as to why Netflix has dropped her in the end? Because focusing all her attention on a failing brand, it's not made much for Netflix at all on that side of things. The brand has failed. The reviews are scathing. It's not gone the way that Megxi hoped. And it's not gone the way that Netflix hoped either. So Netflix is like, as far as I'm concerned, looking at this quote from this source right here, Netflix is like, why is Megxi focusing all her attention on this failing brand? It's not working. Get back to basics. Get back to what we initially paid you for with that $100 million. Where's the content? Where's the content? Where's the content? And yeah, indeed, where is the content? Because it was about 2 years ago now that it was announced to a lot of fanfare that Netflix had bought the rights to Meet Me at the Lake, and that Hazza and Megxi, under their banner Archewell Productions, was going to produce it all. Well, since then, it's been absolute crickets, silence. What has Megxi and Hazza done for Meet Me at the Lake? Doesn't seem that much at all. I've not heard any news about it since then. No insiders saying this, no insiders saying that. Nothing. And so, with Megxi focusing all her attention on this failing brand, rather than making more content for Netflix? Could this be the alleged reason as to why Netflix has dropped her in the end? Now, it reminds me of this headline right here. We all remember this from 2 years ago. Spotify dropping Hazard and Megzy, with Bill Simmons, one of their executives, turning around and saying that they're effing grifters. Megzy and Hazard had every chance in the world to make this deal with Netflix successful. Netflix even bought for them the rights to Meet Me at the Lake, and there's been nothing since about that. No sneak peek, no behind the scenes what's going on, no nothing. It's been totally silent. And speaking on a failing brand, perhaps me mate TB Think Beautiful is right. Now we might know why Megzy has actually gone silent on Instagram, on her Instagram brand. She might be sulking. Because here we've got Think Beautiful TB. Make sure you're following her on X and make sure you subscribe to her here on YouTube as well. Saying now we know why Meghan Markle has gone silent on Instagram. She's sulking. Yeah, she's sulking because it looks like history has repeated itself. She's focusing on a brand that's failing, that's not getting the praise and recognition that she wants, not making the money that she wants. Netflix is seeing that and is like, hang on a minute, cowbag. Why are you focusing all your attention on your brand? It's not working. Get back to what we initially paid you for and start making content. And you can start first with the movie that we bought the rights to for Meet Me at the Lake. What the deuce is going on there? As this source is saying, Netflix execs are well aware Meghan's priority now is her own brand, and they won't play second fiddle to that. No, they won't. Especially when they reportedly gave her $100 million freaking dollars to provide content for them. And apart from Hazard and Megzy, the mockumentary, everything else has failed, including her brand. I just went through the headlines. The reviews are not great for her at all. They're not great for her. They're not great for her partner, Netflix. They're sick and tired of playing second fiddle to this brand. What do you guys think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's gonna be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here at YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Stef Alter Nerd. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think Megzy's failing brand as ever is at least partly the reason as to why Netflix dropped her? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.